Now that we got the recording started, let's see if the episode can truly start and see if everything is live, everybody is there. Oh, hello. Okay. Yes, we do see some people are active. People see me. People can hear me. Hello. Just want to see if we got more people here or nice shirt, Matt. Oh, thank you. Nothing really special with this one. It's just something I found in Old Navy a while back. All right, so okay, so we do have an audience here. Hello, everybody. By the way, my apologies that I wasn't able to go and do a live stream of AniMat's Crazy Cartoon Cast this week. It's just I've had an entire crazy situation with my car, but now it is fully resolved now, happy to say. But at least, well, this week there can be a stream of this. So I think, how y'all feeling about the Oscar nominations? Well, I'm going to go and answer that after I do this entire round of What's in the Box. Yes, hello, everybody. Welcome back to another round of What's in the Box. And yes, I have managed to get a whole bunch of your letters and packages right over here. So it's all going to be about checking out what I got in my P.O. box. And also, technically, this is the first episode of What's in the Box of 2026. So we're going to see how we're going to go and start this year off with this series, or how we're going to start this series off this year, what I mean specifically. And yes, don't worry, folks, there will be a Q&A afterwards where you guys could go and ask me anything. We can pretty much have a little bit of a chat. And yes, we can even go and talk about the Oscar nominations, since on the day that I am recording this, today they actually announced all the Oscar nominations. So I'll give you my first impressions, and then, well, later on in the next episode of AniMat's Crazy Cartoon Cast, I'll go and give you my full thoughts on it. All right, so with that said, and without further ado, let's go and begin by opening up the letters and packages. And let's start off with the letters here. And I have a lot to say. Oh, yeah. Like, I do have my initial thoughts on, like, what's in there, especially, like, funny enough, I think I have more to say about the live action stuff than the animation, because funny enough, I will say now, I'm surprised I actually nailed my prediction in terms of the nominations for Best Animated Features. But yes, all right. Anyways, so the first thing that I want to go and check out here, just got to make sure I get my my state initials or my state abbreviations here so that I know which one is which. The first letter I'm going to open up is going to be from Shane Vance from Verdonville, West Virginia. So, oh, geez. Okay, I dropped my knife. Hold on a sec. Oh, that is not safe. Holy crap. All right. Anyways, let's go and open this, shall we? Okay, not starting off on the best note, but thankfully, nobody got harmed, nobody got hurt, so it's all good. Careful, yes. It's all good. It's fine. All right. Anyways, do we have more stuff in? All right. Yes, we do. Okay. So, actually, you know what? This one here. All right. So let me go and first off read here. So, all right. Dear AniMat, I saw your first part of your Blue Sky look back, and I would like to go over some bits of trivia you skipped over. All right. So, apparently in for Ice Age, Manny was supposed to be voiced by an actor with a deep voice like James Earl Jones or Ving Rhames. Diego was supposed to die at the end of the film, and Dennis Leary called the filmmakers out. The cave drawing scene in the end credits were done by the animator's kids, and Diego was a challenge to animate. I did go through the fact that Diego was hard to animate. I did go into that because of the fact that big cats and humans were the biggest challenges in terms of animating. But anyways, Robots. Apparently, Robots was envisioned as a screwball comedy or a 1960s screwball comedy. DC Hewley, Jamie Kennedy, and Sofia Vergara were considered for the movie. The robot score were periodically inspired by the Blue Man Group. Robots was supposed to be released in 2024. Hoping you get a chance to watch my animated history of Blue Sky Studios. Sincerely, Shane Vance. Okay, so just a little extra tidbits for you guys on those two movies. And apparently, hint for potential animation look back. The Simpsons, King of the Hill. For potential. Oh, okay. I guess for his potential animation look back or his animation look back like series, The Simpsons, King of the Hill, Family Guy, and Bob's Burgers. So basically the Fox animation domination stuff. All right, so thank you so much, Shane Vance. And now the next one that we got here is going to be from Henry Wilder. So let's see what Henry, does it say specifically where he's from? Oh, from, from Richmond, Virginia. It's Henry Wilder from Richmond, Virginia. So let's see what Henry has for us. So, all right. Got to open this up. And it says right over here. Okay. Good evening, Matt. Hope my last letter was better to read. Anyways, hope you're doing well and Happy New Year. I look forward to seeing what 2026 has in store, where it does look like it'll be an exciting year for the world and movies. And let's be on the lookout to see if the internet would just calm and not just for movies, especially Disney, but entire period, and hope Trump doesn't destroy the world and put in COVID again. I can tell that that Henry wrote this before 2026 happened, because let's just say with what's been happening in the news, not off to a good start. Oh boy. Anyways, for the questions, since you like the Angry Birds movie 2 and you gave it a 6 out of 10, do you think you are going to bump it up to a 7 out of 10? Honestly, I don't know. I have to rewatch the Angry Birds movie too. I mean, I remember enjoying it, but I don't know. Like, that's the thing. I would have to go and check it out again to see if like my score would be updated. Which movie do you prefer? The first Cars movie or the first Happy Feet? That is a good question. And again, I think honestly, it's not because of Cars, but I think it's because of Happy Feet. That one is also another movie that it's been like way too long since I've seen. I think like when the day comes that I do a review of Happy Feet, then at that point I could go and make a fair comparison. But between the two, I don't know. I'm unsure. They're kind of like, for now, I would say, I don't know. They're a bit on par. Anyways, you have mentioned some performances are questionable in some movies. But did each actor in Winnie the Pooh, well, okay, in a bunch of them, did a nice job? Okay, well, I could skip that one. We don't have to go through the whole list. In your 2019 Lion King and Hop review, you gave each of these movies a 5 out of 10. I'm wondering how you would rate the story, animation, and characters for each of these movies. What would you rate the songs of the 2019 Lion King? That I don't know. With those reviews, I don't think too much about like the specifics, like with the animation reviews. I just go with a 5 out of 10. Just simple as that. Besides, I think honestly, I would rather check out first Happy Feet and Angry Birds movie 2 than going back to revisit Hop and the 2019 Lion King movie if I would need a refresher just to know like what would be the specifics of those scores. Keep up the good work, AniMat, and look forward to hearing you from you one more time forever. Sincerely, Henry. All right, so thank you so much, Henry. All right, so the next one we got here, actually, funny enough, I got like a set of like these large envelopes, and they're all from Adrian Golden from Chandler, Arizona. So I don't know if they're meant to be separate or if I was supposed to read them in like different times, but I'll go through them one by one and see what's going on here. So let's see here if we go and open this properly. Let's see here. It's just okay. I will say, like the traditional envelopes are much more easy to get into, whereas this, it's just a big. It's like a much bigger envelope to get into. So just getting in feels a little tricky. All right, there we go. I think I got it. I got a system going. Go. Oops. Sorry, didn't mean to hit the camera there. Where did I even put this here? All right. So, all right. Now it states. All right. Hi, Matt. I'm glad you like my tribute art pieces. Personally, I like to see them presented in a museum or at least a memorial gallery. I got the idea after rewatching Sesame Street episode 1893, aka Farewell, Mr. Hooper, when I saw Big Bird's portrait of Mr. Hooper and wondered if I could do something similar. I love drawing in different cartoon styles because it allows me to be a bit experimental while also developing a style of my own. I'll even admit the Dr. Seuss style was a bit of a challenge, but still fun nonetheless, and I do have more tributes coming up soon. As an artist myself, I don't just do art for fun, but also for expression of my thoughts. Well, I mean, like, that's what art is all about. It's about expressing yourself. I mean, like, that's kind of the main reason why I do videos, actually. It's like, as an artist, that's kind of my medium. That's my art form. I make videos to go and express myself. But anyways, where was I? To clarify, I have included a few pieces of finished fan art based on what's been happening within the entertainment. One is meant to be a satirical comedy of how Nickelodeon treats its tunes in the 2010s, the second half of the 2000s decade, and the other is more of a campaign for when PBS began to lose its funding. I haven't really shown the former to anyone out of fear that Nickelodeon would bash me if they saw it, but I felt it was the best way to let my emotions out constructively. Besides, they can't take away my rights to speak my mind, especially if it's calling them out for their mistreatment of new animation. As for the public media campaign, nearly all the characters I included have given me so many good memories over the years that I feel like it's time for us to give them something back. Being just one person, I can't change the whole industry with just these drawings alone, but I do hope that this can get the word out about the issues going on and encourage other artists and fans to take a stand. But for now, I hope that you find them interesting and that they can maybe give you a good laugh. If you'd like to see more of my art, I'd be more than happy to show you. Let me know. From AK Golden. P.S. Nice job on your first part of animation look back. Can't wait for more. I honestly had no idea the people behind Ice Age also made the iconic Nicktoon Blob bumper. Also, an additional fact, did you know that William Joyce also created the CG animated preschool series featuring robots that aired on Disney Channel beforehand with Roly Poly Oly? Yes, I do. I definitely know. Also, after the time I sent this, voice actor Jeff Garcia, Sheen from Jimmy Neutron, has passed away at the age of 50. May he rest in peace. Why must the good die young? Yes. Yeah, that's sadly true. All right, so first off, we got the Nickelodeon commentary over here. And then we also have the this is like a 4-part PBS campaign. Yeah, like I will say, currently the situation with PBS and public networks, it's unfortunately not great, where Republicans and Donald Trump are still doubling down on just taking those down immediately. And that's pretty much why, like, now PBS more than ever definitely does need the public's help. So at least it's like a good reminder about what's been happening. And yeah, like we need to take we need to take action in order to help out PBS and to go and keep it alive, because if the government isn't going to do it, then the people will have to. All right, so now let's go and see the second part of this, because we do have multiple from him. And you know, the funny thing is that I actually just went to the PO box to go and get, to get the like whatever was in there, and there was a bunch. And I will say, I think all three of them actually came at the same time from Adrian Golden. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So now let's see what part 2 has. I wonder if each of them will have a letter. Yes, they do. Okay. Anyways, it says here, "Hi, Matt. Hope you received this letter. That is, if the strike doesn't cause any delay. If you do, glad to hear it. I've noticed that some of your latest work are autism related. As a person who is mildly autistic with Asperger's syndrome, I couldn't be happier. What really caught my attention was your interview with the Autism Scene founder about the AUSPEC Awards. With that in mind, I have actually considered sending in a couple of submission scripts myself, which by the time you read this may already have been submitted. I've done a lot of research on autism, including adding some of my own experiences, how it can and should be portrayed respectfully, and even looked at examples in the media and some inspirations from industry writers like Jeffrey Scott, known for Muppet Babies, TMNT, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and Dragon Tales. I've always dreamed of working in animation, and while my dream of being an animator might not be the same as it is when I was little, I figured becoming a screenwriter could be the next best thing. So I do hope my submission does well for what it is. Speaking of autism, I would like to point out that there are several characters in those who are autistic who are autistic can relate to, a top 5 of which I've included in this envelope. With these characters are not, while these characters are not canonically confirmed to be autistic, they do exhibit traits that neurodivergent viewers, including myself, also experience, such as high intelligence, attention to detail, showing less emotion, etc. Also, by the time I am sending this, I don't know if you've heard, but YouTuber Adam the Woo has sadly passed. I didn't know the guy's work too well, much less personally, but I have seen his videos on the remnants of Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando. If that abandoned studio were to be turned into a Nickelodeon museum, which I believe there should be one regardless, I feel like there should be a memorial plaque placed on it in his honor, since I feel that YouTubers like him, you, Kevin from Defunctland, and more that are more than content creators, but more historians of nostalgia. May he rest in peace. Keep doing what you're doing, from Adrian Golden." Yes, I did hear about Adam the Woo's passing. I personally have not seen a lot of his works, actually, but it was very tragic to hear, and I did see like how he was like a massive influence, especially for travel YouTubers, and especially like I saw how it really did hit hard amongst the community of Disney Parks fans. Like with those people, they were very much saddened, and yeah, it was very tragic to hear that Alex the Woo did pass away. But anyways, for his top 5 autistic and neurodivergent coded characters, his list is number 5, Peridot from Steven Universe. Dendi from number 4 is Dendi from OKKO Let's Be Heroes. Number 3 is Harvey Beaks. Number 2 is Lilo from Lilo and Stitch. And number 1 is Noni from Bubble Guppies. All right. So now we do have one more. We got one more Adrian Golden letter to go and see. So let's see what we got here. All right. Let's see now. Okay, there we go. So if we open this, let's see what. Oh boy, now there's even more. Okay, wait. Is there like more writing going on here? Okay, yes, there is. All right. All right. So the final letter. It says here, "Hi again, Matt. Hope you had a good holiday. I'm glad you mentioned the passing of Jeff Garcia and Jim Ward in one of your last month's cartoon casts. As I probably mentioned before, I was a big fan of Jimmy Neutron, and I'll admit, Sheen was arguably the best and funniest part of the show. I even managed to get the complete series DVD set and Funko Pops of Jimmy, Carl, and Sheen. Hearing that his voice died suddenly was both a shock and a tearjerker for me, and hypothetically, finding a replacement voice will be a difficult challenge, not just to replicate the voice, but to the humor of Sheen. I don't want to say that a Jimmy Neutron revival is completely canceled, because frankly, I'd like to see those scrap Season 4 plans become a reality, but the death of one of the main cast members has certainly put a wrench on things." Honestly, that I may have to disagree with you. The thing is that I don't think I want to see a reboot of Jimmy Neutron or a revival of Jimmy Neutron, because now without Sheen, I feel like there's not much of a point anymore. I feel like you won't be able to like really capture like what really made Jimmy Neutron like the classic that it was. So I think at that point, because of Jeff Garcia's passing, like, you know, there will be no way that you could capture the magic of the original without Sheen or without Jeff Garcia. Anyways, as for Jim Ward, I didn't know much about the guy when I watched Fairly Odd Parents, but I did know the character he voiced in the show. I didn't know the actor's name until after rewatching the specials, The 77 Secrets of Fairly Odd Parents Revealed, in which he was the narrator, so that passing was just as shocking. If there's anything I realized from the passing of my Nana in 2025, plus those recent aforementioned deaths, it's that not only may people we grew up with will not be around for much longer, but that their time may come sooner than we may think. Looking back at all the deaths and icons over the years, and with the Nicktoon drawings I recently made, I keep hearing Kermit's song Pictures in my head playing in my mind and how it connects them all, if you get where I'm going. When it comes to Nick's over-reliance of SpongeBob, most would say that the execs are keeping it going just for money reasons, but for the cast and crew members, I can't help but thinking it's their way of having Steven Hillenburg around as if he were alive. Even when I met Tom Kenny at a convention, he said he still thinks about the guy. This may just be my opinion, but I feel that Nickelodeon should end the series and franchise either when Kenny and Fagerbach decide to retire, or if they were to pass away from old age or heart issues, because I cannot imagine any replacement doing justice for the iconic duo. And even if they were to end the show, I don't think it's that much of a loss. Overall, in conclusion, I like to end this letter with a moral: be it a childhood show or an event or especially a loved one, make the most of the moments you have, because you'll never know how long they last. Thank you, from AK Golden. P.S. I noticed that during the cutscene of Nicktoon Dice of Destiny, Sheen's dialogue seemed rather slow and choppy compared to the early days, so in hindsight, judging by the performance, that should have been a clear sign that Garcia was in weakening health. Well, yeah, that's unfortunately a reality that eventually everyone has to face. The fact is that there is no such thing as immortality. People don't just live forever, at least physically, because yes, there is going to be a moment that we're all going to pass away eventually. That's why during our time alive, we might as well go and make the most out of just, living our lives, just enjoying what we can and making the most out of what we have in life. So it's a very tragic and unfortunate lesson that we have to go and face, but it's one of those things where that is life. And sometimes our loved ones, rather it be the ones that we know personally or people that we have admired, they're not going to be here for long either. So that's why, again, just make the most while you can. Make the most to just live in the present, get those get those opportunities when you can, and just do your best to make your life the most extraordinary that it can be. All right, now thank you so much, Adrian Golden, for those letters. And now we could go and move on to another one here, which doesn't have an indicator. This is from Eric, and that's all it says. It's from Eric. So let's see. I think I can open this with my hand, which I can, thankfully. All right, so let's see what we got. And it's just a paper. And all right, so it says here, let's see. Dear Matt, 2 questions for you. Do you remember your animation look back Walt Disney Animation Studios Plus? Well, in the Bambi chapter in your part 2 entry, you forgot to mention about Bambi 2 within a film history. Have you noticed that already? I don't know. Honestly, maybe I might have overlooked it, but I'm not sure. Anyways, number 2, other than a Splat mascot, how do you think about the art style and visuals of Klatzy Scoopo in their animation works? For me, I have to give a rant here, but personally, I dislike those KC designs since most look ugly and weird to look at, and especially with the style in the Wild Thornberrys, Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald, and As Told by Ginger, all with the tiny eyes with pupils, chanky lips, lumpy lines, and potato heads and bodies. Like if they were designed by a first grader, but at least some designs from Casey, like the Rugrats franchise and Rocket Power, look okay, but still pretty chessy, or maybe cheesy. Anyways, like they literally wrote Chessy, like Chessy. Though I still understand that KC isn't the worst over bad, considering they still made some good works over the years. That's beyond the style. Yet I'm not the only person to think that way, am I? Sincerely, Eric. All right, well, for that second question, honestly, I guess I never really minded too much. Like, even as a kid, yeah, I do notice it's like they do look strange, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing. Like, I do prefer the looks of, like, the Rugrats, for example. Like, it does have a nice, distinct style, but honestly, with the Wild Thornberrys, like, it does seem strange at first, but I don't, like, I did enjoy the Wild Thornberrys while it was on, so I don't mind it too much. Even though, like, for me, the strangest part about them is the fact that their lips are, like, literally on their chin. That's always the one thing that I always notice. It's like, they don't have a chin because that's where their mouths are. But still, though, I mean, it's like, as long as the shows themselves are well written and well crafted, they can get away with some potatoey looking designs. So yeah, honestly, I'm not like, honestly, they don't bother me too much. Honestly, it's not like I still enjoy some of their shows. Like, especially I grew up with Rugrats, and from time to time I have enjoyed the Wild Thornberrys. All right, so let's go and move on to our next letter here from eSim, and this is a Canadian, by the way, from Edmonton, Alberta. All right, so we got a Canadian here who would like to participate in What's in the Box. And how the fridge am I going to open this? Because as you can see, this letter is like, it's an Amazon envelope. So like, what do I do? I guess like, I have to cut off the Scotch tape. I think that's probably the, oh, there we go. Okay. I think I got something going on. Yeah. Okay. I got it. Hooray. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So, oh, okay. So we start off with the drawings, but oh my God, this is adorable. Anything with Kirby, like I'm a sucker for. This is a very nice Kirby. Even has my fedora on top. So this is very cute. I like this Kirby. This is a very nice Kirby. I love it. Okay, very cute. Anyways, let's go and actually get into the letter first off. So, all right. All right. So, dear AniMat, it's me again. Sorry if my last letter was hard to read. I am a very messy writer. Anyways, I am back and I have some questions and artwork for you. Number one, what is the weirdest animated film you've seen that isn't on your top 10 weirdest animated films? Oh, that is a good question. The weirdest that is not on that list. Because, like, there's a lot of, like, really wild ones in there. But, honestly, I would say, like, I do remember there were some honorable mentions. But I think one that does stand out to me was, if I recall, I think I did mention about A Town Called Panic. I don't think that it made it on the list, but oh my God, it is like, that thing is just straight up weird, but it's also what really makes it absolutely hilarious. Like, it didn't make it on the weirdest top 10, but it did manage to make it amongst the funniest animated films. It is phenomenal, and it's just all around weird in like the best ways possible. Again, if you haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend you do so. Anyways, can you name a classic cartoon director you admire that did not work at Disney or Warner Brothers? Oh, okay. That's a good one, actually. Ooh, that's a bit of a, well, I mean, technically, okay. You know what? I can go cheat. I can cheat on this because I could actually say the Fleischer brothers. I can say Max and Dave Fleischer. I can get away with that. Yeah, so I think I'll go with the Fleischers, definitely. If there is another one, I guess it depends on like what you mean by classic cartoons. Like how much am I allowed to like really go back? But if not the Fleischers, oh, someone actually brought up a really good one, actually. Walter Lance. Yeah. Walter Lance is another very good one. I'll definitely go with those two because I remember, like, even as a kid, I remember watching some Woody Woodpecker. So yeah, I think I'll go with the Fleischers and Walter Lance. Maybe Charles Mintz. Nah, screw Charles Mintz. In this house, we hate Charles Mintz. Anyways, what classic cartoons do you think should be in the National Film Registry? Me personally, I like to see Rabbit of Seville, A Wild Hare, Puss Gets the Boot, Red Hot Riding Hood, and Minnie the Moocher. Ah, okay. Well, I mean, if we are going to be adding cartoons, well, okay, I don't know if this one was included. Correct me if I'm wrong. But there is the band concert. I would like to see the Disney cartoon, the band concert. I would actually even go as far and say that's actually my favorite Disney cartoon. So, if that's not included already, that should definitely be in it. Let's see now. But you do list some very good ones, like Red Hot Riding Hood, absolutely. Rabbit of Seville, yeah, we could definitely go and do that one as well. Any other ones? I was thinking like there are like some of like the essential like must-watch best cartoons ever. Like one I also really love is Duck Amuck, but I think Duck Amuck is already in there also. So I think if anything, if it's not included, then I'm gonna go with the band concert and also also the Brave. I don't know if this is another one that is included. The band concert is not in there. Okay. Did Duck Dodgers not get added? Oh, Duck Dodgers is another one that should. But also the Brave Little Tailor. That's another one they should also include. Anyways, thanks for reading this letter. Enjoy the artwork, and I am the one that goes by the Golden Thomas 45 on your streams and on Blue Sky. But I'm also known by Thomas and Mario 45 on YouTube. Thanks again, and I'll see you later. From Elijah Sim, aka Golden Thomas 45. Oh, Golden Thomas. Yeah. I know you. Oh yeah. Hey, dude. Okay. Thank you so much for the letter. Oh my God. Yeah, and I've seen. I will admit there are some art. There are some artwork that I've seen on Blue Sky that you would upload. They are also pretty nice, I will say. So yeah, we got the cute little Kirby here. Let's see what else you got. Oh, this is actually. Oh, this is. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually nice. Like we got classic Steamboat Willie here. This is I'm not gonna lie. I do like the craftsmanship on this. It actually does look pretty authentic to the original, or as we like to call it nowadays, the public domain boat rat. So this is actually a very nice public domain boat rat here. And we got one more, and okay, a little classic. So we got Kermit wearing my fedora, sipping on some tea, pretty much like the meme. Very nice. Thank you so much, Golden Thomas. All right, wonderful. Very nice, very nice. All right, so now with that done, we are at the package portion here. So let's go and start things off by seeing what I got over here. So I got this little Amazon box to go and check out. So let's go and open this up and see what is in store. All right. Go. All right. Woo. We got a party bag going on here. All right. So, let me see if I could just immediately. Okay. So, this Now, before we enter, let's see what this little envelope has to say. Just close your eyes and believe, and you could be anywhere from a friend. Okay, a friend. Let's see what a friend has sent to me. Where can I be? Let's see now. You know where I would like to be? In a okay, there we go. I've already made it. I was about to say, I want to be where I can open this package. Let's see what I got now. And we got, oh, this is interesting. Oh, it's a DVD of the Muppet Babies reboot. Muppet Babies Time to Play, new on DVD, over 2 hours of content, including 10 bonus shorts and 6 music videos. So yeah, I got the new Muppet Babies here. All right, thank you so much, friend. All right, very nice, very nice. Okay, so, was that you, Golden Thomas? Or, oh, no, that's probably for the letter. Anyways, our next one here is going to be from Alex Miller from the UK, actually, from Cullingworth. So let's see what Alex Miller has for us. So, all right, let's see what we got. Oh, presents. First of all, I do wonder, do we also have, nope, okay, no letter. So it's just oh, never mind. It's actually right over here. Anyways, hello again and Happy New Year, Matt. It's Alex. Glad to appear again, especially since I can actually interact with the chat now. Considering these belated Christmas gifts, hence the wrapping. Recently, I got the complete series sets of these 2 classic Cartoon Network shows, so I thought I'd lend you their DVDs. Plus, plus as a special bonus, a Tsum Tsum of last year's most popular horror gaming icon. Happy New Year. Oh, hope you enjoy. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Oh, this is interesting. I want to see what we got. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay. So we got the first season of Ed, Edd n Eddy, and we even got the first season of Dexter's Lab. All right. Oh, this is going to be fun. Honestly, the funny thing is that I think I do have like a complete season of Ed, Edd n Eddy, but I don't think it's the first. I think I had the second one, but hey, I mean, like, I managed to get these 2. And I mean, like, these were like 2 of my favorite Cartoon Network shows growing up. So honestly, this is great. Thank you so much, Alex. And as for the little Tsum Tsum that we got here, let's see what we have. All right. Okay, hold on a sec. It's just, I didn't expect this. Son of a fish. Okay. Oh, what do you know? I got a little Tsum Tsum of Piglet. I think I understand the reference. I do get it, actually, considering that if you guys remember, there was a whole meme going on of the fact that people picked up, what was it, Piglet's Big Game for like the GameCube and I think the PS2 as well. And like there was like the major comparisons to Silent Hill. Oh my God. So yeah, I managed to find another Tsum Tsum here. Oh my God. I mean, like, nowadays it's sad that Disney has discontinued it. Although, surprisingly enough, when I went to Japan, like, there's still more of it. And believe it or not, like, there are still, like, a lot of recent ones. Like, believe it or not, I actually managed to get my hands on some Tsum Tsums of Wish characters. Specifically, I managed to grab, like, Tsum Tsums of Asha, Magnifico, and Valentino. Surprisingly, there weren't like some of the others. Like, they don't, like, the other Tsum Tsums that they were selling are like the basic ones, like Mickey Mouse, Minnie, Ariel, Winnie the Pooh, and some Wish ones as well. And no, like, they didn't even bother putting in, like, actually not just Tsum Tsums, but like any merchandising of like Inside Out 2 or even Moana 2, which was like the new movie when it came out, when I went to Japan, actually. But yeah, apparently it's only in Japan so far where Tsum Tsums are still alive and well. But yeah, they have become a bit of a rarity, unfortunately. But anyways, thank you so much, Alex. And now we got one more box to get into. And this is a big one right over here. Oh boy, I don't know where this one is from. It doesn't say the address specifically, but let's see what's in store here. Let's see what we got. If I can manage to go and open this. All right. Hold on a sec. I just got to make sure. There we go. All right, finally, those muscles are working out well. Come on. Let's go, gamers. All right, so what have we got here? What is this thing? Is this it? Is it just a book? I think it's, or at least I think it's a book because my goodness, is it heavy. All right, okay. So, what have we got here? What is this? Oh, no way! Oh, this is perfect! Oh my god, guys, check it out! I got the art of the Peanuts movie! Oh my god! Oh, this is actually... Oh, this is from Smurfy Dan! Oh, this is you! Oh my god, this... Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually perfect. I am definitely gonna be needing this for Animation Look Back Blue Sky. Oh my god, like this is, and it's honestly perfect also, excuse me, but considering that the book that I have of The Art of Blue Sky, it only goes up to, it pretty much only goes up to Rio 2, so in 2014. So the fact that now I have this, I could definitely be prepared for when that part comes. Like, it's not going to be like soon. It's just going to be like way ahead. But still, though, oh my god. And I mean, honestly, I really like the Peanuts movie. I do agree. It definitely is one of the best Blue Sky movies, and like really love the art style that they've done on this. So going through this is going to be extremely fascinating, and I cannot wait. So thank you so much, Smurfy Dan. All right, so I think with all that said, that pretty much should be it for at least the what's in the box portion of it. But we could still continue, of course, just to go and have a little chat. If anybody has any questions you want to go and ask me, feel free to go and do so. So if you want to go and if there's any questions you would like to know, feel free. Come on. Like, this is just the moment where we could just have a little talk, just a little, a little like one-to-one or like one to a group of people. Anyways, let's see what we got here. Happy New Year, Smurf you later, dudes. All right. Thank you so much. And thank you for coming, Smurfy Dan. All right. So let's see. Any questions? What are your thoughts on Kathleen Kennedy officially stepping down as the head of Lucasfilm? Honestly, I didn't really have a lot of thoughts on it, considering that, well, I didn't really talk about it all that much in my podcast. It was just one of those moments where it's like I had to make that sacrifice because there wasn't really much to go and comment. But yeah, honestly, like, well, number one, the more that I could go and avoid like what people are saying on social media, the better, because I know that just by the presence of Kathleen Kennedy would immediately go and cause like a massive stir and like a lot of rage, especially from the fandom menace, as they say. But honestly, now that Lucasfilm is going to be under new management, one thing that I am hoping for is that we will see more Star Wars stuff that are its own thing. They don't need to be like deeply connected to like whatever like show or movie that they have made a while back, that they could simply be their own thing, kind of like with Star Wars Visions, or even like bring the franchise to like new unexpected directions, like be more experimental with it, kind of like what we saw with what Rian Johnson did with The Last Jedi. So if we can have more like standalone Star Wars stuff that they could just be enjoyed as their own thing, we don't have to go and do like so much research on like, oh, you got to watch like these many episodes of like the Clone Wars or Star Wars Rebels, or like watch like a bunch of seasons of The Mandalorian in order to go and like understand something. Like, we don't have to go into like those deep cuts in order to enjoy Star Wars. Hopefully they will go and like produce more of that stuff, or that they would allow more of that stuff to be produced. Let's see. How did you discover SpongeBob in 1999? Well, honestly, considering that, like, considering I was a kid back in 1999, I think like a lot of it was just through word of mouth. Like, if I remember correctly, like my friends were enjoying SpongeBob, like they were talking about it, and I gave it a shot, and I ended up really enjoying it. And I mean, I was very thankful that I managed to catch it during the series prime. Like, I didn't immediately jump into it like in 1999. I was like a little bit late, or like I joined in a little bit later. Like, I think I got into SpongeBob like if I remember, maybe like it was definitely in the early 2000s, like in 2000, like maybe 2002 or 2001 or 2003 or something like that. But yeah, I think it's like kind of the usual way that kids would go and like be aware of like a new series to go and watch and enjoy. It was just through word of mouth through my friends. All right, so Matt, did you know that Uncle Walt was recently found? Yes, I've definitely heard about it. And I mean, I've had people mention to me about Uncle Walt. And you know, the funny thing is that just today, a friend of mine actually messaged me on Discord and was like, dude, did you hear about Uncle Walt? And I didn't get the time to go and actually watch it myself, mainly because I was just so busy with like so many things going on, not just with my videos, but especially with my situation related to my car. So from there, or at least like with getting a new car and stuff like that. But back to what I was talking about with Uncle Walt, from what I've heard, essentially, it's a very trippy movie, or a very trippy cartoon. A lot of people described it as like something that's just very psychedelic, or like a precursor to what we know today from like either Newgrounds or Adult Swim and stuff like that. Eventually I'll give it a shot, but like I will admit I did like skim through a little bit of like what it is, and from what I've gathered, it's basically like a drugged up version of Mickey Goes to Vietnam, from what I could tell. But eventually I'll have to see Uncle Walt's like at some point, like just to get more of an idea of like what it's all about. Let's see now. What other questions? You were talking about autistic coded characters earlier. I honestly think Wallace from Wallace and Gromit could be on the spectrum. I mean, that could be a possibility. Like, there are plenty of characters out there that can be considered autistic coded. Like, I've heard people even consider like Rapunzel from Tangled could be autistic coded and stuff like that. So there's all a massive possibility. But I mean, I'm personally not autistic myself. I'm gonna leave to actual autistic people to go and determine like who would be considered autistic coded or not. You know, their voice is their voice deserves to be heard more about this subject, considering they are autistic people. Anyways, well, let's see. What are your thoughts on animation fans throwing hate on Elio getting an Oscar nomination? Why? What reason to throw hate on Elio for? Like, it got, you know, like it got an Oscar nomination. What's with the rage? What's with the freaking point of it? That honestly makes absolutely no sense. Like, personally, I'm really happy for Elio that it actually managed to get a nomination. But like, because Disney, yeah, exactly. It's just, it's the popular thing to do, honestly. It's honestly stupid. And like, this is really just part of like the hate, because, hold on. Because people wanted Demon Slayer instead. Either way, Elio deserves the nom. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, really, if you're gonna go into the semantics of like what deserves to be nominated or not, I mean, like the thing is, like with Oscar nominations or like with award shows in general, it really is the time when fandoms, especially the cartoon community, are pretty much at their absolute worst, where they really let out their worst behaviors at that point. So honestly, it's like, it's weird, but at the same time, it's not so surprising to hear that the cartoon community will find a way to be absolutely cringe when it comes to the nominations. But yeah, honestly, yeah, I don't freaking care. Like honestly, I'm happy that Elio got a nomination. So yeah, honestly, like I can live with it. I don't care what the freaking cartoon community is like ranting or crying about, because basically, I know that that behavior is definitely familiar. This is exactly why the Disney hate really does feel like it's becoming more and more comparable, or I would say even worse than how I was with Sony Animation. Oh boy. Anyways, let's see. Have you heard about the new controversy KP is in currently? Anthony Gramuglia, wait, did I say? Gramuglia. I have to remember because I know Anthony did mention to me how to go and pronounce his name properly. Anthony Gramuglia just talked about it in one of his posts. Yes, actually, I actually did hear about it, and yeah, like it is kind of frightfully serious. Like now, KP has become like more and more desperate. From what I've heard, and I mean, I can't really go and like fully confirm what's been going on, but apparently KP is now at the point of like calling the police on her critics. Like it's not enough that she would go and like place some false DMCA claims on people who would go and call her out. Thankfully, my videos about her or on the SaberSpark controversy didn't get targeted or whatever. So thankfully I got spared there. But yeah, like hearing about how, by the way, who's KP? I love Kim Possible a lot. Long story. But yeah, now hearing that she's literally like getting the police involved to go after her critics, like, yeah, this is like, holy crap. Like, just when you think that she wouldn't go any further, she found a way to like dig deeper and deeper and deeper. And now, and now she's getting the police involved. If that really is the case, that yeah, she's like, I think she's like at the point where she's ready to just completely destroy her life. She's got like, she might be like in the mindset of like she has nothing to lose out there. And yeah, we really need to go and stop her, because if there's no low point for her, then things could really get out of hand like very quick. Anyways, what other comments do we have here? Your recent vid, and I asked though, would you say Buck Wild was the real number one worse than Hotel Transylvania 4? I understand the issue those movies have, but to be frank, at least one looks more authentic to be theater quality than the other. And if I have to be nice for one thing, and give it a start of the director, and even if it wasn't good, I'm happy he even got recent SB film. It isn't great either, but from a fan perspective, he did give the respect it deserves, and even say it's his best film yet. So if if we are talking about between The Adventures of Buck Wild and Hotel Transylvania 4, honestly, no. I honestly am sticking to my opinion. I'm sticking to my decision. They're both equally as bad. They're both equally deserving of the number one worst spot of that year. So yeah, that is not going to change. I mean, I understand your opinion there, and like, that's perfectly fine. But for me, nah, they both suck. They're both terrible. They both deserve to be the number one worst, and so far strong contenders for like the worst of the decade even. All right. Let's see. What other comments do we have here? Let's see. Have you seen Kaiser Beam's Merry History of the Looney Tunes? I haven't watched it entirely, but I did hear a lot of amazing things about it. I will say, like, as someone who did chronicle like the history of the Looney Tunes many years ago, it is nice that we did get an update. We did get an update to know, like, what is currently going on with the Looney Tunes and stuff like that, and further advance, like, what has happened in their history. And honestly, like, good for him. Honestly, good for good for Kaiser Beams for doing so. So eventually, that's another thing that maybe one day, like, I'll have to go and check it out, because like he really does go like really deep into the history of the Looney Tunes and stuff like that. Let's see. Have you heard about the whole situation with Star Giant Productions? It truly is an insane and horrifying situation. Honestly, I don't know. Like, I've heard about like some crazy stuff about Star Giant Productions, but you got to be specific. Honestly, it's like, which one exactly in terms of the Star Giant Productions that has happened? So I honestly, I don't know. All of them. I mean, everything. Yeah. Like, the thing is, I know with Star Giant Productions, he's nothing more but a giant bag of yikes. And I know at some point, he described himself as transgender and identified as a woman, but I think recently he kind of like decided to change his mind and went back to being a male. But at that point, yeah, honestly, it's just all I know is that the dude is cringe, and yeah, like I'm not gonna go into. I'm not. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, a bunch came out. Oh, okay. Woo. And okay, yeah. All right, sorry about that, folks. Oh, as you can tell, I don't think I want to go and discuss about the Star Giant Productions thing. I got an allergy of that kind of cringe. Okay. Let's see. I think I have a bit more time. You know what? We'll go and have this be like an hour-long episode, so I'll just answer a few more questions. So let's see. When is part 2 of Animation Look Back Blue Sky Studios? Honestly, I was planning to have it come out next week, but because of my car situation, I didn't necessarily have a lot of time to really get into the editing of it. I'm still working on it right now, so it's not going to be next week, but it's going to be the week after. So at the start of February, that is going to be the release of part 2. So just to let you know on that. And next week, by the way, no, there won't be another video coming out. So I know it's kind of weird that now I'm basically releasing a video once every 2 weeks. And I'm not like reducing the amount of videos that I'm making. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's just that it just so happens to fall into that. It just so happens to like be that way. But eventually, once February comes in, that's when I'll eventually start getting back to like releasing videos once a week. It's just that, it's more of a coincidence that I ended up releasing a video bi-weekly. But yeah, but in terms of part 2, I still need more time to go and work on it. And now with the car situation settled, I'll have that plan to be released at the start of February. So, I think I have time for one more question, to go and answer. Let's see. Which one of these you like? Favorite female character, Ariel or Jessica Rabbit? That I gotta say is a tough one. That right there, it honestly, it caught my attention, and I gotta say that is very difficult. Also for context, by the way, let's say that they are both over 18, because I know that in the case of Ariel, she's like, she's, like, technically 16 in the original movie, but Oh, that's a tough one because like honestly, they would like those two would be on my list of like of cartoon waifus, but I don't know. Honestly, it's tough. That's a very tough decision because like they're both beautiful women, but in their own ways also, especially with their personalities. But oh man, if I have to make a choice, well, let's see now. If I gotta go and decide, I think wait, the question was which one my favorite which favorite character? My favorite I think I'll go with Jessica actually. I'm gonna go with Jessica like slightly more. You know, like they're like I love both, but I think I'll go with Jessica in this case. All right, so with that said, that should do it for this round of What's in the Box. Hey, thank you all so much for joining me on this. It really has been a very pleasant episode. And by the way, I just want to go and mention that if you would like to go and join me on these live streams of What's in the Box, don't forget to go and follow or even subscribe to the AniMat Live Twitch channel. And if you would like to go and participate in the next What's in the Box and you would like to go and send me a letter or a package, then all you have to do is send it to Matt Brunet or AniMat, P.O. Box 96514, Kirkland, RPO, Brunswick, Quebec, H9H5L4 in Canada. So, with all that said and done, I would like to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of me and just having a good time over here. And until next time, see you later, dudes.